2 days. But now, bro, that shit. See, like the kids ain't got shit, bro.
All right, so here we are, part 2. Now, like I said
All
before,
right, rappers stuck in the
this ain't
underground.
to bash none of these rappers, but today we're gonna talk about rappers that are stuck in the underground. So I want to start with Fonny and Uno because they both fit in the same conversation. There was a point in time where Fonny and Uno were like the faces of the early SoundCloud. When Splur Gang became a thing, that group made tracks that influenced the whole new age of SoundCloud rap we got today. Uno had a catchy flow. Shoot, Fonny made songs for the parties.
I've never been on Fonny like at all. I've never listened to bro music like that.
They also fit into this criteria of having
Cardi,
and
of course.
bouncy plug.
But I was never
and
on
you have
Fonny.
people to this day that will tell you Cardi got his old flow and early sound from these two. But that topic always been controversial, and a group had broke apart after a huge altercation between Uno and some of the members of ASAP. But people didn't realize that Cardi was very close with ASAP Mob during that whole time. So instead of sliding with Splur Gang, he went with the ASAP Mob and Rocky, and naturally over time, them dudes just never talked again. But Uno and Fonny still had their career.
I mean, imagine if he said, nah, I'm gonna stick with these niggas, fuck ASAP. Where would Cardi be at? Come on, bro. Just think about that. He would have been with these niggas still. He might not be the same opium monster he is now.
Without been Fonny, his career was slowly getting stagnant. In
He might not be the same zesty vampire, bro.
Was hot. He had some of the craziest hits. One of my favorites, Wish the Worst. But that whole time, people didn't know that Fonny was signed to QC. In 2017, Fonny was facing a lot of label trouble. He didn't want no parts in QC, so eventually he had dipped. And of course, he still delivered some music over the years with some bangers. But Fonny was still lit off the early spark that he had years ago. So the biggest thing I could think of for Fonny not escaping the underground is probably not being signed and branching out like the way he did in 2016. Cause think about it,
no one's looking for that Fonny music
was breaking
no more.
him. Fonny was beefing with his own label and felt blackballed. He would post these IG videos of him like just complaining about it. He had beef with Yachty and Slime Cito, and both Uno and Fonny, I feel like they were somewhat.
No one's looking for that new Fonny drop.
Remember the early days that they had with Cardi. That's all people talk about. Uno still be dropping music to this day, but he's actually doing somewhat better than Fonny. People don't realize and understand that they both had their time. The new age of SoundCloud rap will always respect them, but people gotta move on. So next, I got both.
Yeah, Uno. I'll still check out some Uno.
Slump and West, they both had.
I'll check out Uno here and there, but Slump and West, yeah, more West than Slump. Nah, they're kind of in the same region actually. Yeah, they're
for themselves throughout the whole 2021 era of SoundCloud. I think Slump was like 16 years old, making some of the biggest hits that year with Tana with the track called Antisocial that y'all know about. And on top of that, West and Slump developed this very distorted sound, and they would collab with some of the craziest beats. They both had songs throughout the years that would do well, but one thing they couldn't stay away from was beef. Pause. Now in 2021 and 2022, I feel like that was some of the craziest years for diss wars. You would have people purposely.
Oh my god, the diss wars used to be so
with each other just to keep their careers going. Like, I'm serious. But Slump and West was beefing with dudes that were in the same era as them. That's the problem. You don't know how many times I will see Slump and West beef with Tana or Dami. Like, there's videos out there that y'all can find that these dudes were just beefing with the same people in their group. I remember when Jace and Slump was both in the same label beefing with each other.
They weren't in the same label? I didn't know that.
People that West clearly was not cool with. So it was a big confusion when it came to just having connections with that whole 2021 era. That was the problem with that 2021 era. Yeah, them dudes might have started together, but they just broke their bonds. And when it comes to the music, SGP was doing his own thing, but started to lose his.
No, West is just shit, bro. The music's not good.
For a fan base, I'll say around 2023, because I felt like he tried to rebrand himself when making like street or like some.
Yeah, nigga tried to turn into a thug. Bro, not everyone has to be a thug, bro. We don't need that ghetto ass southern shit that like bending blocks with switches and Glocks and serving out the P, my nigga. Look at Ian, bro. We got niggas like Ian now. Come on, bro. We don't need that thug ass shit no more.
But the fan base didn't like that at all. They wanted that melodic and that distorted sound he created for himself. But nobody tuned in as much as they used to. And of course, y'all gonna have y'all different opinions, but I just feel like he's just not in the loop no more. Nobody really cared that much. Anytime you hear about him, it's only when he either dissing Jace or hopping on tracks with Slump. That's really it. Slump is kind of in that same situation, but of course,
not as bad though.
And not only that, he makes tracks here and there that do decent. But Slump has an issue that's a little much more different than West, because we all know that Slump got this problem where he's kind of looked at as the punching bag of the underground. The same way Young Fazo used to get unnecessary hate is the same way that Slump get it. And for some reason, rappers just don't like Slump. Over the past 2 years, I done seen people randomly diss him. For example, Can. But besides all that, Slump done had his time where he was lit. But I don't see him escaping this loop of being that guy that everybody take their anger out on. Now, don't get me wrong, Slump still make decent music and I tune in here and there, but what can I say? People done moved on, bro. And most of y'all know how I feel about Tej, but I'ma still go ahead and play this. From 2019 to 2022,
bro, we don't need this nigga, bro.
Was one of the coldest rappers, and
this nigga on my face.
Because anybody that found TG during that time, you know that his music was very niche. I remember I used to get clowned for being a TG fan because they didn't understand it. You know, he had a flow that was different from anybody. But when I tell you I played No Nothing Else, Never Meant to Be, Losing My Mind all day. If we go all the way back to God's Plan,
shit's
oh
ass.
My God, they not gonna understand the game. You know, they not. And I know it's a lot of people that's getting hip now, like to Alexandria, i.e. Humans and stuff like that. But prime TG, man, they just won't understand. Y'all just don't know. And the main reason why I feel like TG not in his prime no more is because he don't really want to, if that makes sense. Because TG really do be having times where he just don't like his fans, and he would disappear for like a good 8 months to a year, and then he'll come back, you know, talk to the fans on live.
Nigga leaving for 8 months to a year.
For the past 2 years, bro. And it get worse when you try to keep up with him, and he makes a different IG account like almost every 2 months. So it's really hard to like stay in touch with TG, especially if you older gang. You know, if you 18 and older, you will understand what I'm coming. I'm not finna ask my homeboy, yo, TG made a new IG account, but he private, so you gotta wait 2 days. I'm not finna play Scooby-Doo and shit, man, you know? And it's nothing against TG, because I love his music, bro. So I get to it when I get to it. But you can just tell that TG really just don't care. You feel me? He just don't. And I'm actually happy for TG now, because I seen that he cut his hair and stuff, man. He looked more healthy. He actually looked like he's doing better, you know? And that's good for him.
Listen, man, we can sit here all day and talk about how many.
We already know TG's cooked, bro. We watched that nigga hit 4 pins.
Trust me. But to not take up the whole video, I'm gonna just give y'all 3 rappers that I think are definitely not leaving the underground. And the first one up is K Suave. K Suave, I can't lie, it took me a minute to get into his music. Like Sexually Active, Hit Me When You Land, Midnight in Malibu. Those are some hard albums. But what is the one thing you hear when you listen to K Suave?
Niggas ain't checking out that new K Suave.
Sex and drugs. It's more than likely always gonna be sex though. Like, come on, he has an album named Sexually Active and Thought Slayer. This shit is just me all the time. But the point I'm trying to make here is, who is trying to sit here and listen to this man ramble about sex and only sex? Like, rappers talk about money and sex and drugs all the time, but this dude, that's like his whole entire aesthetic. It's always gonna be the same type of sound with the same type of beats, and he's just gonna be sitting there talking about just like that shit was cool at first, but after time moves on, it's like, can you do anything else? And he's made it abundantly clear that he's not gonna evolve his music or take it into a different direction. He's just gonna sit here and keep doing the same shit. And that's cool, but you ain't going anywhere with that, bro. Next up, we got Zan Man. Okay. I'm gonna keep it real.
Zan Man, nah, I ain't gonna lie. You cannot throw Zan Man in this. Zan Man is one of them niggas. He had his time. Bro, oh my god. Yo, prime Zan Man. Yo, that was like what? That was 2K days though, too. Like, that was like 17. Yeah, bro. Where the game was going crazy at that time. Let me see. It was really 2K and like COD. No, his prime Zan Man was crazy though, bro. But you can't throw Zan Man in here. He like another one. He's one of them. Just like he had his era, he had his time. This nigga still drop music, I think. Let me see. I'm pretty sure he's still dropping consistent music. But it's like niggas ain't looking for that new Zan Man drop no more, bro. But this nigga definitely had his time. Let me see.
Don't care what your folks say.
This nigga looks the exact same too. He's still fat as shit. But this nigga has not changed. He looks the exact same from like 5 years ago.
I can tell you not using the lights. Yeah, ask for a coach bag.
See, like he making melodic shit like that. That's not the Zan Man I know. I don't know who that is.
When I was in high school, but
we can't
I don't remember any type of music from him. I just remember at a certain point in time, I just stopped listening to his music. And
he had his era, bro.
He drops an EP or at least an album almost every year. I went to go listen to his recent album just to see what he's cooking now. I ain't gonna lie, it's not but that shit not hitting like he used to. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I don't feel like he evolved that much. I feel like he
Nope,
just stayed
that
in the
nigga's
same
definitely in the
lane.
same
And
spot.
honestly, that could just be him not wanting to push himself to be a mainstream artist. A lot of these rappers love the cult families that they have and rather just keep themselves in that little bubble that they have. But if he was to go mainstream, it would have been a couple of years ago, because now it don't look like it's happening. And last but not least, we got SSG Kobe.
Oh my
And
God.
the fall off needs to be studied.
Bro, stop talking about
is
Kobe,
just-
bro.
Oh my God. So everybody already knows about the allegations that was thrown his way, and we know he handled that poorly by addressing it in a fucking Discord. But after
He
that,
addressed it in the Discord. Bro, I had asked.
and we know he
Bro.
handled that poorly by
Yo.
addressing it.
I remember I was asking y'all niggas if he ever even addressed this shit, because I never seen nothing about him addressing it. No IG post, no nothing, my nigga. He just went straight like silence. You feel me? He addressed this bitch on fucking Discord, a Discord message. Like, come on, gang. If I would have seen this earlier, I would have known he was cooked, bro. But let's see. As there have been a lot of information and disinformation going on around about me, I feel like I need to address my fans. My parents raised me to always respect women. I practice this each and every day and will continue to live my life abiding by that. Unfortunately, a private matter of consensual sexual relations between two consenting adults has turned into a defamatory. Wait, whoa, hold on. Defamatory public, matter, against me. The public being painted is not based on facts. I apologize that my desire to not have a long-term relationship with someone was not properly communicated by me, resulting in false rehashing of events. I will leave this matter to be further addressed by my legal team. Why the fuck can't you say this on, bro? You posted this only on Discord. And then we still don't even know if the charges got dropped or anything. But, or at least I don't. Like, but nigga, you could have posted this on IG, like Discord. Who the fuck is, bro? Who is seeing this, bro? Like, yeah, that was terrible. You got it, gang.
In a fucking Discord. But after that, he couldn't even
Discord
really
lost
drop any
me.
music, because it looked crazy if he just dropped a song while all shit was happening. But man, when he came back, that was not the same at all. Like, I swear to God, that situation just made his musical ability like 10 times worse. And that was just sad to see, because Kobe was supposed
Yeah,
to be
Kobe
one of the
talented,
man.
bro.
And just by that situation alone and how his music is going,
That shit
he's
really
in-
griefed
he's
him.
in
That's
the underground.
crazy.
Like, if he find a way to come back, bro, I'll be happy for him. But let's be real, man. Shout out to Duty for letting me hop on this video, and I will see y'all in the next.
And it's like I can only go back and listen to some Kobe songs too, like to this day. A nigga still playing sound designs. I don't care.